Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be learning how to sew this no waist seam romper. You can also use this pattern for your jumpsuits. So this is the measurement that I'll be working with. Now you get your brown paper and you just mark out half an inch. You just draft your basic bodies. Then I went ahead to mark out my half length measurement, which was 17 inches. Just draw a straight line across. The next thing you are going to do is to mark out the length of your romper or jumpsuit, whatever it is you are making. Now for this measurement, we're using 35 inches, which is the whole of this brown paper. Now after that, you're going to place your tape on your round waist measurement and you're going to measure your crotch depth. Now for this measurement or for this pattern, I'll be using 13.5 inches. Now you can either add half inch or 1 inch to your crotch depth measurement, right? So that it is going to give you enough room to be able to bend, to pick something, or to be able to walk. Now the next thing you are going to do is to go ahead and mark your armhole. Remember the measurement for your armhole. Your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. So whatever you get, just insert it there. Now you're going to impute your round bust measurement and also your round waist measurement on your half length line. That line that is labeled HL, that is where you are going to impute your round waist measurement. Now you're going to draw a line across, and the next thing you're going to do is to add your allowance. Add as much allowance as you want. I added 2 inches allowance. Now the next thing I went to do is to mark out 7 inches. Now this 7 inches is for the neck. Remember the style we are making. Then for the width of the neck, I used 4 inches and I drew the line across. Now you are going to go up by 2 inches or 2.5 inches. I think I used 2.5 inches. Yes, remember the style we are making. It has like a rope. So if you want yours to have a shoulder, then you don't need to do all of this. You do the normal 3 by 3 inches or however you want the neck to be. Now I marked a straight line across. Now this is going to serve as my front neck. And the measurement for how wide I want my strap to be, I used 2.5 inches. Now just connect it back to your armhole. Now the next thing you will do is to cut out your pattern. So cut out the half length. Don't worry. Remember I said that it is no seam, like we're not joining it. Now let's work on the down part. Now you're going to measure your lap. You're going to impute your lap measurement, which is your lap measurement or your thigh measurement divided by 2, and you're going to go in by 2.5. Now mark that measurement across to the waistline and then curve the crotch area. The next thing you are going to do is to mark out how wide you want the thigh, that is the down part of it, to be. If you want it to be wider, just impute it there. I wanted mine to be, I think I used 26 inches. So 26 inches divided by 2, that was what I used to get the down part of it, how wide I wanted it to be. So I just went ahead to mark the 30 inches divided by 2, which is my lap measurement. That gave me 15. I went ahead to measure it down to the down part of my what's it called? Of my thigh. Now my lap measurement, which is where I want the jumpsuit, the playsuit to get to, I divided it by 2 and I was able to remove the allowance, the remaining measurement. I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense. If you want it to be the same thing with your thigh measurement, go ahead and do that. Now the next thing I went ahead to do is to measure my hip line. So my hip line, I used 8 inches for my hip line. Now I placed my hip measurement divided by 2, and I added 2 more inches to it because I did not want it to be a fitted playsuit. Now my up part of my playsuit, I just measured the round waist and I put the same thing on the down part of my jumpsuit. So I just used my free hand to just curve it to join the line that is down. You can use your curve rule if you have, your curve ruler if you have. So this is the upside of it. Did you see how I turned it? The center front will align with the crotch area of your shorts. Let me repeat it. The center front will align with this place that you have like the L shape. That is how it will align. So after drafting your pattern, you are going to turn it. This is where our loop will be, like our hole will be where we'll pass the rope. After drafting your pattern, just turn it and then use your solo tape or whatever it is to join the pattern. Do you understand? Now let's draft the back part of our shorts. Now just use the front, the one you drafted for the front, transfer it to another brown paper and just mark it out like I'm doing in the video. Now after that, on that crotch area, you are going to add 2.5. Depending on how big you are or how small you are, you can reduce it to 1.5. If you are bigger, you can increase it. If you have like a bigger hip, you can increase. You can use 3 or 3.5. So I just went ahead to add 2.5, and for the down part of it, I added 1.5. So I just cut it out. Remember, if we're cutting a trouser, we'll have to slant the up part of it. But because it's not a trouser, we're not slanting it. Now for the back part of my playsuit, I just went ahead to draft exactly what I had in front. Now for the neck area, I did not cut out this curved line for the neck area for the back. I just cut a straight line from the armhole to the center back. Do you understand? Scrap this curve here. We're not using that curve. So the way I'm cutting it, this is exactly what we need for the back. Now you're going to cut it out and you're going to do the same thing. Flip your pattern. The center back should align with the crotch area of the back. That is the L-shape part, if that makes sense. Now go ahead and join your patterns. Remember, it is no seam waist. Our playsuit is not going to have joining. Now just make sure you align the round waist of your shorts and the round waist of your bodies together after joining it with your solo tape. Just make sure, like the way I'm doing in the video, just draft curve it, remove the excess from the down parts. Now label it. This is the front, and the one I cut initially, this is the back. Now it's time to place it on our fabric. So because I already added my allowance, the only place I left 1/2 inch was for this center front. That was the only place I left 1/2 inch. So you're going to go ahead and sew it the way you see me showing you in the video. Now for the pocket, I used 6.5 by 7.5. You can decide to increase it. It is left for you. It depends on how wide you want the pocket to be. Now we're not doing is it in pocket they call it? No, we are sewing it on the front part of it. So after sewing it, I went ahead to join it off camera. So this is the front part and this is the back part. The way you join the front part, that is the way you join the back part as well. Now the pockets, I just went down I got my half length, and I went down by 3 inches, I think. You can make it higher, you can make it lower. There's no hard and fast rule. Just wing it however it is that you want. Now from my center front, I went in by 3 inches, and that was where I placed my pocket. Okay, I think 3 inches or 3.5 inches. Like I said, there's no hard and fast rule. Just wing it however it is, however you want, wherever you want your pocket to be, just put it there. Now I used my pin to secure it, and then I turned over to the other side and used my pin to also secure the other side of the pocket. I just got the measurement. Normally when you put the other side of it, when you switch it to the other side, you're going to get you feel the shape of the pocket. So just follow that shape that you are feeling. You see me trying to feel it to know where it starts and where it ends. So just go ahead and do that, and then secure with your pin. Please do not forget to secure with your pin so that it doesn't move when you are ready to sew on the machine. So you're just going to go and sew round like I'm showing you, just like that. Very easy, piece of cake, right? Now let us work on the neck and the armhole area. I just went ahead to cut out facing for it, for the front and the back. If you want to put lining for your own playsuits, you can put lining, but I don't want to use lining because of the fabric I'm using is not transparent. So I just went ahead to cut facing for both the front and the back. So I'm just showing you how you are going to sew it. Remember, we are turning the armhole as well. We're just going to sew it all the way. Now for the back, I did cut the same what's it called, facing for it. Exactly what I had in front, the width of the facing that I had in front, that was what I used for the back. I just wanted to align. Yours must not align if you don't want to, but I just want it to be clean and perfect. So I just cut it out. So the next thing I went ahead to do is to cut out my strap. So I used 2.5 by 22 inches. 22 inches long and 2.5 inches wide on fold. 2.5 inches wide and 22 inches long. You can make yours shorter, you can make yours longer. It all depends on what you want, okay? So you're just going to go ahead and fold it and sew one side, sew it all the way down. Now this is after sewing it and ironing. You bring your back part before you sew your facing to it. You are going to remove 1/2 inch from the armhole and place your strap. Place it, attach back your interfacing, then go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. Take out 1/2 inch from the armhole, then put your strap and then use pin to secure it. Very simple. It's not hard. You don't need to have superpower to do that, okay? So after doing that, you are just going to go and sew it round. Don't worry, I will show you how to sew it. So you're going to sew it round exactly. Now when you are done, you just iron it if you have light. Iron it out for a clean walk. Do the same thing for the front, do the same thing for the back, and you are good. Now this is after I've turned it. I just came to show you guys, and I weaved the down part of the interfacing that I cut. Now the next thing you will do is to now close the sides. Remember, I used 2 inches for my allowance, and I said it's not a fitted playsuit, so I used 1/2 inch to close it from the armhole all the way down. Then you close the crotch area. I also used 1/2 inch to close it. So this is the final look. What do you guys think? I think it came out really, really nice. I really loved it. It was fine, it was okay. So this is it on mannequin. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you so much. Bye.